Mark Cuban, from selling garbage bags to building billion-dollar company. The Untold story. What do garbage bags, disco lessons, billion-dollar deals, and pharmaceutical revolutions have in common? One man, one wild ride, one relentless hustler who turned every no into a billion-dollar yes. This is the story of Mark Cuban, the boy who sold trash to buy sneakers, the college kid who taught dance to pay tuition, the tech rebel who sold broadcast.com for $5.7 billion just before the dot-com bubble burst, and the NBA owner who transformed the Dallas Mavericks from laughingstock to champions. But wait, how did a fired software salesman become a Shark Tank legend? Why did the SEC chase him for nearly a decade? What made him say, "Screw you, middlemen," and take on Big Pharma? From courtroom drama to boardroom brawls, from startup swagger to family secrets, this is not just a biography. It's a masterclass in grit, timing, and unapologetic ambition. Before we dive into the epic journey of Mark Cuban, make sure to follow us, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you never miss another deep dive into the lives of the world's most intriguing titans. Trust us, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Born on July 31, 1958 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Mark Cuban was the eldest son of Norton Cuban, an automobile upholsterer, and Shirley Cuban, a woman who juggled odd jobs like a circus act, sometimes selling Avon, sometimes working at a deli, always hustling. The Cubans were working-class Jewish immigrants, and their household was a boot camp for resilience. At age 12, Mark wanted a pair of expensive basketball shoes. His father, ever the realist, said, "If you want them, earn them." So Mark did. He bought a box of garbage bags wholesale and went door to door selling them with the pitch, "You're gonna need them anyway." It wasn't just a sale, it was the birth of a salesman. From garbage bags, he graduated to stamps, coins, and party supplies, each venture sharpening his instincts for supply, demand, and persuasion. He wasn't just making pocket money, he was building a business brain. Mark attended Mount Lebanon High School, where he was more interested in business deals than biology labs. After graduation, he enrolled at the University of Pittsburgh, but quickly realized he needed a better bang for his buck. He transferred to Indiana University Bloomington, not for prestige, but for value. It was the cheapest, top-ranked business school. There, he majored in business administration and majored in hustle. He gave disco lessons, ran bars, and hosted parties, all while acing his classes. His quote, "I was the guy who'd find a way to make money off anything. If you sneezed, I'd sell you a tissue." After college, Cuban moved to Dallas, drawn by its booming economy and entrepreneurial vibe. He worked as a bartender, then landed a job at Your Business Software, a PC software retailer. One day, a client asked Cuban to meet and close a deal. Cuban did, but skipped opening the store to do it. His boss fired him for insubordination. Cuban's reaction? "I didn't want to sweep floors, I wanted to sell." So he started his own company. In 1983, Cuban founded Micro Solutions, a system integrator and software reseller. He taught himself programming, built a client base from scratch, and leveraged his networking skills to grow the business rapidly. He was known for working 24/7, sleeping under his desk, and charming clients with his tech savvy and tenacity. By 1990, Micro Solutions was thriving until disaster struck. An employee embezzled $85,000, nearly sinking the company. Cuban was devastated but not defeated. He sued, recovered part of the losses, and sold Micro Solutions to CompuServe for $6 million. In 1995, Mark Cuban and his college buddy Todd Wagner launched AudioNet, a platform to stream audio over the internet. Why? Because Cuban wanted to listen to Indiana Hoosiers basketball games from Dallas. That's right, his love for college hoops birthed a tech revolution. They renamed it broadcast.com, and it exploded. In an era when dial-up was king and buffering was a lifestyle, Cuban's company streamed live events, corporate broadcasts, and radio stations. It was revolutionary because it proved the internet could be a media platform, not just a digital library. By 1999, broadcast.com was hot. Yahoo, riding the dot-com wave, bought it for $5.7 billion in stock. Cuban, sensing the bubble was about to burst, hedged his shares immediately, converting them to cash. His quote, "I'd rather be lucky than good, but being good helps." That move saved him from the crash that wiped out billions. Cuban walked away with $1.4 billion, while others were left holding vaporware. Flush with cash, Cuban bought the Dallas Mavericks in 2000 for $285 million. The team was a disaster, losing games, fans, and respect. Cuban didn't just buy the team, he revamped everything, installed cutting-edge facilities, hired top trainers and nutritionists, changed the culture from defeatist to dominant. By 2011, the Mavericks won the NBA championship, defeating the Miami Heat super team. Cuban cried, Dallas roared, and the NBA had a new kind of owner, hands-on, tech-savvy, and unapologetically loud. In 2002, Cuban married Tiffany Stewart, a former advertising executive. They have 3 children, and Cuban is fiercely protective of his family. Why privacy? Because he knows fame is a circus, and he wants his kids to grow up normal-ish. He's known as a hands-on dad, attending school events and coaching youth sports. His philosophy? You can't outsource parenting. In 2004, the SEC accused Cuban of insider trading, claiming he sold shares of Mama.com after learning confidential info, avoiding a $750,000 loss. Cuban went full gladiator, hired elite lawyers, challenged the SEC's evidence, made the case a public spectacle. After 9 years, in 2013, a jury cleared him. His quote, "They picked the wrong guy to mess with." Cuban joined Shark Tank in 2011, investing in 1031 Productions, horror entertainment, Tower paddleboards, Simple Sugars, skincare. His style? Blunt, brilliant, and brutally honest. He's the shark who says, "You're full of it," and then writes a check. In 2022, Cuban launched Cost Plus Drugs, aiming to disrupt Big Pharma with transparent pricing. His motto? Screw you, middlemen. The platform sells generic drugs at cost plus a small markup, saving consumers thousands. Cuban admits he's made mistakes, trusted the wrong people at MicroSolutions, underestimated the SEC's persistence. But he always bounced back. His regret? Not starting sooner, not being bolder. But I learned, and I never stopped. NBA champion 2011. As Mavericks owner, Emmy Award for Shark Tank. Forbes Billionaire list, tech disruptor, and pharma reformer. Please make sure to follow us, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you never miss another deep dive into the lives of the world's most intriguing titans. Trust us, you won't want to miss what's coming next.